this is Instructor Joy. Today we're going to talk about a vibrato, and one of the subscribers asked about finger vibrato. I know in vibrato we could use arm vibrato, wrist vibrato, or finger vibrato. I personally don't recommend a finger vibrato for violinists. I know some guitarists do that. I believe guitarists pull string to the side by pushing the string to the sideways, or they press lightly string and then lift up, just like that. The reason why I don't recommend finger vibrato is it is a very small muscle that you're using. So it is very hard to do like this. Basically, this part of the joint, it's gonna be very hard to control. Not only that, but also it has this irregular sound. So often for my teaching studio, either my violin students pull the string to the sideways like this. I can't really imitate. Or they lift the finger lightly, something like that. And I asked what it is, and they kind of got the idea from a guitar playing. So because of the inconsistent sound and not necessarily the most beautiful sound, I don't recommend that. Some people play wrist vibrato, even great violinists. Perman does that. And Perman is a fantastic violinist, but sometimes you will hear his a little shrill vibrato. And I think shrill sound, and I think that's because he's using always wrist vibrato, even though he's a fantastic violinist. What it does is wrist vibrato is harder to control, meaning it may look like all same vibrato, but depending on what kind of repertoire you're playing, we use different kind of vibrato. When you're playing romantic piece, dramatic piece, we tend to use wide and slow vibrato like this. So here I'm using wide vibrato and rather slow. Or there's something a little narrower. And also a little faster. So why do we have to use sometimes wide and slow vibrato and sometimes narrow and faster? There's also different kind of combination of the width and the speed of the vibrato fluctuation, if you want to call it. What happens if I don't find the right type of vibrato? Let me show you. This one, narrow and rather faster vibrato. What if I use wider and slower? Can you see? It's not out of, it's just not in the place. It just totally not matches, doesn't match the sound. Or what if I use narrower? It sounds like a goat sound. So you don't want to do rather, right? It's important for you to be able to adjust your vibrato properly. With a wrist vibrato, I find it a lot of wrist vibrato violinists don't tend to have that much control over their vibrato. I personally recommend using the arm vibrato because you're using the bigger stick of your arm, so it's easier to control the width, the speed, and whichever direction you like to take. Even if it takes a little longer for you to learn arm vibrato, I encourage you to be patient, and please check out the other arm vibrato exercises, and I hope that could be helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up.